name's Rajiv Wins, and thanks for tuning in. I just want to share with y'all this bachelor lifestyle, college grad, single man, skirt chasing, money chasing, live by myself, you know what I'm saying? Do what I want around here, I'm enjoying this shit, and I just want to share that with y'all, so enjoy. Let
Check, check, check. Sounds like the mic is working. Guys, give me a second here while I kind of get everything set up. How we doing today? Unfortunately, today we are most definitely going to be doing a little bit of redrawing. So our client got back to us after we had agreed on a number of different things. Our client got back to us with some specifications. And by the way, let me know if you can hear me all right in here. If it's too loud, if music's too up or whatever, let me know. I can drop that down so it's like within a tolerable range. As long as my voice is coming over and the music's not too loud or distracting, let me know. But yeah, so this is Artifact Gaming and Art for those of you who don't know. I do this on a regular basis. In a second here, I'm going to show you my art. In fact, I'll just go ahead and go over there right now. There's the art screen. This is what we're working on right now. So probably anybody who's been watching the streams at all has seen this before. But our skeleton guy, this guy over here, he's got to go, unfortunately. We agreed on a pose when I sent out a sketch. In fact, I think I still got the sketch in the file. And the client decided that they didn't like it. So I'm going to turn on this gray screen for just a second because that's how I draw. It's like I usually do outline drawing in gray screen. And then I'll move into painting, and then once it starts to show up against the black, then I'll go ahead and do that. But our client doesn't like the pose on the skeleton. So this is the original sketch that we had for the skeleton, and they were fine with it, right? But only after I had finished painting it did they do anything with it. Like, did they say anything, give us any reaction? Even though we had sketched out all the line work, even though they had a very clear map and understanding of what was going on there, they did not like it after it was all done. And this happens sometimes, even after you explain to your person that, you know, one thing or another has happened, or that this is going to be the way things look, or what have you, right? So that was kind of our end result right there, except we were going to kind of darken into hands so it's a little more definable across the body. And then maybe some other work in the ribs and stuff like that, just to give it just a little more detail, a little more clean look. But overall, it was starting to come together very nicely. And I did everything that the client wanted, right? So this is kind of one of those circumstances that happens in graphic design and in illustration oftentimes. And one of those things, by the way, just let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Say hi in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that follow button. Those are two great ways you can help the stream grow for absolutely free. Used to be mostly gaming content. Now we're focusing on the artwork content of things. We've got some really cool projects headed your way, but we're going to try and wrap this one up right now. Following that, though, I just want to say, so when this happens, whenever I have a client that has changed their mind, even though I did everything that the client has asked for, they said it looked good, they were happy with it, a couple of things have happened. One, either I failed to communicate properly with my client, even though they signed a contract that once we go from drawing to painting, like that kind of like solidifies the drawing, right? Which in this case, I know that's not the case because this is a returning client. And then the other thing is that there's a possibility that they just don't like it in the end, even though they thought they were going to like it. And that's why in my contracts, I always build into them an opportunity for them to have revisions. So they get 3 total revisions in any one of the packages that I give them. So those are free revisions. Revisions are things like, hey, I need you to change this pose, I need you to do this and that. Usually I like it to happen a little bit earlier in the stage right here, excuse me. But it does happen sometimes that you come to the finished product and they're just like, man, it's just not hitting the way I wanted it to, or they got somebody else's opinion and something else occurred and they're asking for a change. And as long as my clients are within that range, it's absolutely no problem, right? The only time it becomes a problem is when it's beyond that. And even then, it's not a problem. It's never really actually a problem unless I can't provide the product, or they're asking for something super unreasonable for free. But once we get beyond those 3 revisions, what ends up happening is I go to my hourly fee and I just say, okay, that's fine. We can definitely do that for you. I have no problem doing that, but it is going to be an hourly fee going from here. Now, that's not where we are with this drawing. This probably, in my opinion, because it's at such a completed stage, is worth 2 revisions out of his contract, but I'm just going to call it 1 because I have a long-standing relationship with the client and I don't want anything to go bad. So if I'm concentrating on this and I'm not talking, guys, that's okay. If you have any questions or you want to talk about artwork, you want to talk about like current events or whatever you're dreaming about or what you'd like to see next, let me know in the chat while I'm going at it right now. I'm going to get to it right now. Got the pen. Let's go. And again, let me know if you can hear me all right. Let me know if everything's sounding good. I threw the sound monitors on and listened to my voice over it, but it's always good to know what it sounds like on other devices, other things like that. So please let me know. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this guy, which can be frustrating if you let it be, but I try not to let it be. I adjust my flow to 50% here, and then I just make sure that I'm marking up properly with this pencil. I'm using a mechanical pencil nib to really get started here as well. And then I need to go ahead and start a new layer for the new skeleton. Aw, thanks, Christy. Love you for tuning in. Much love, much love, much love. And also, again, if you haven't hit that like button, don't forget, guys, hit that like button if you could. Currently sitting at 3 viewers. Do appreciate every single one of you. You're amazing. Let's go. Yo, Cody Bites up in the stream. My man, how are the games going? What have you been up to, dog? Cody and I used to run some games every once in a while. He found me doing some quick scopes one time when the game was good. And is it better now? I know they said that it was better, so I'm still thinking about getting another computer and coming back in and doing the whole thing, but I just haven't decided yet. I'm looking at like a 4070, about $1,500 pre-built. I don't think that's bad at all, given that I've looked at like logical instruments and other build sites, and it doesn't seem to save you any money to not just use a pre-build. So I'm just getting a general figure. He wanted roughly the same size of the head as this guy right here. And I'm going to basically, it doesn't matter if I've got like screw up lines or like things aren't looking exactly perfect yet. What all I'm doing is called roughing. So I'm going to rough in our guy here. I haven't played COD in a month, been playing Rust. I don't blame you one fucking bit. They said they changed all the stats, like they're adding longer TTK, taking armor off of AI, and that I've just been watching videos. And so like they're doing a lot to kind of change gameplay, made slide speeds faster again, made mantle height better, so you can mantle even taller objects now. They're doing everything but adding slide canceling back into the game, apparently. So Rust, that's like one of those survival games, right? Like with dinosaurs and crazy ass shit in it too. Like, and you build your own forts and shit, right? My kids were telling me about this game a long time back. I think I bought it for one of them. Don't worry, we're gonna clean this up. This is just like rough shit right here, just to get like things. And so, in case you're wondering too, I will be, after I got this rough sketch and I get a client approval, which I'll probably paint now anyway, just for fun. But I won't show my client the painting until I'm done. But anytime I do skeleton paintings, especially, or anything like that, I always come back to like an anatomy book. Super, super important to have an anatomy book going because, like, honestly and legitimately, you need to be able to make it look believable. And the human beings know what human beings look like, even their bones. So you really do have to check off against that stuff. And so, like, before with that painting, I actually had to do quite a number of corrections with the other one because, like, you know, and it's still, like, there's still some things, but you get the general gist of a skeleton here, and I had to make sure that it had all of those types of things, like the vertebrae look like vertebrae, all that other stuff. So, like, we're going to be using the same color palette, so I'm not erasing this character yet, but I am just working on it right now. And so, you wanted to have, the basic idea was that he wanted him looking at the viewer. So I'm going to just go through a few sketches. This is just like a basic, okay, he's looking over, but does that make him look like a badass, or does that make him look fucking stupid, right? I don't think this is what I'm feeling at all. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe change this up a little bit. Let's get another layer going just for sketching. Let's go here. And I ended my Epidemic Sound, so like I don't have a whole repository of copyright-free music anymore. So now I'm using something that somebody let me use a long time ago. So it's fun. It's like a local Omaha artist. If I ever find him, I want to slip him some cash, because his music was great, and he's not doing it anymore that I know of. But like, I would fucking love to give him some cash, man. Anyway, let me see here. Do I have a copyright-free playlist? I thought I did. Yeah. Okay, I do. So like, once this gets done, I'll move over to my copyright-free playlist. So I want to get like kind of a menacing skeleton figure in here. If they're looking slightly down at you, you have to adjust that in the way that you're drawing it as well. Like, and I know, I get it. Like, this is not necessarily the most fun thing to watch. So like, people tune in, people tune out, whatever. I used to do this all the time, and I actually had like 10 people would join me, and that was like overwhelmingly awesome, for sure. I don't know if we'll ever get back into those types of numbers. It just kind of depends. But already, I'm kind of feeling this better.
Shorts and a taller tee on my balcony, sipping an Odwalla drink, taking in the city lights. But sometimes it's just a little much. I need a vacation from the city life. So why you kidding me? How about I take it back to where I came from?
Booked a trip to Italy.
Damn, made that decision kinda quick. Couldn't even call my college homie to come on the trip. Shit, it's been about 10 plus years. I wonder if my pen pal still lives there. What's her name again? I think it was Vanessa. She had a little sister and her mom was so cool. First stop, Aviano, had to see my
I so want to go to Italy. So badly.
Felt it and I loved it. Now I'm on the train to Venice, so I'm pretty.
I think on that's great. Christy Ramsey says, I think on Twitch I had like 5 at once. Yeah, like art streams just don't get that type of volume, right? I'm on Twitch, I'm also on Facebook, and I'm on what's it called, Picarto as well. But like, I don't have a paid membership on Picarto, so like it just shows my streams and doesn't keep any of my videos or anything like that. So occasionally I'll get a viewer there, but nothing crazy. You ever try Picarto? I know you were like, so you did like crafts and stuff like that, or like crafted art, right?
She knows it well, sitting outside like a scene up out of Ocean's 12. Eat a gelato, kiss her on the cheek, and then she knows I want to see the things I read about in the Da Vinci Code. So, another circuit of the city shore. We both love photography, it ain't no getting bored. I never took this many photos in my life. 95% of them are her, she ought to be my wife. The week was heaven sent, I really thought about eloping with her. Fell in love, even though my conversation's broken with her. Last day there, she cried, kissed, we exchanged addresses. Shocked on the envelope, this chick's middle name Vanessa. Wow. She told me that she doesn't really use it at Rome, but it was just a nickname from back home.
On Twitch, I was streaming games, but I haven't tried other platforms. Yeah, so you like artists will stream on Twitch too, like all the time, right? Like, and some people get like, you know, really great turnout for that. I'm just not regular or popular or anything like that. I'm trying to be a little bit more regular with my art streams, so that's what we're doing right now. About another 45 minutes or so on this, and eventually what I'll probably end up doing is making like a collected time lapse out of all the videos of this that I do. But like for right now, obviously, we're just gonna do some anatomical, if I could use the words properly that are coming out of my mouth, like adjustments and corrections for certain things. For instance, like on this side of the head, it should end more towards the temple, like this side should end more towards the temple and show less because it's going to be slightly turned. I also don't try to zoom in too much. Like this is about as far as I'm trying to zoom in right now, like until I actually have something a little more definite and menacing. So like, I don't want to get a gesture for his skeleton skull thing. I want to put the skull slightly back over here. I want my center line to be based off of his spine, I think. And clavicle will be right here. We'll have the front of the rib cage come up this way. And then you can see I'm just kind of like doing what's called scrumbling or scribbling. That's when you're just kind of like using line words to build it up. It's certainly about consistency. And when I was gaming, I was doing it much more consistently, and I was actually getting some interaction and success. But then like the game I was playing ended, and they moved on to like a version 2, and they just kind of, it made me so mad. But I'm sure you heard me rant about that before. I'm so happy you're here, Chrissy. Like honestly, it's super neat to have like somebody hanging out with me too, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of draw through the character, and we're getting the bones that are actually behind the spine and like the shoulder blades and like all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like built up as well. And then we're gonna have this name. I don't even know the names of some of these bones, but I know that there are some really cool like things that happen down here. This is like a piece of what they call the xiphoid process, and then need to go ahead and get the rib cage like outline going just so I can remind myself of exactly how that's gonna look. Usually start a little too big on those and then try to wrap it up. All stick figures, baby. That's all drawing is. All stick figures. Should we give him something cool to hold on to, do you think? Like a scythe? I don't want to go like too Grim Reaper on him. But like maybe, ooh, like he could have a dagger. That'd be kind of cool. Those are some pretty nice looking stick figures then. Well, but that's the thing is like you just start out and it's always just the basic lines and then you just build them up, right? Like obviously practice, like anything, you know, ties in, but it's always just kind of one of those things. Like anybody can draw. Anybody really can draw. It's you know, like I always hear the talent argument, like, oh, but you have natural talent. I did not. I was, yeah, dagger. Yes, I love that. Okay, cool. But anyways, like, you know, the whole talent argument, like, yeah, there are people who are definitely more talented or have more aptitude for something like that. When I started drawing, and I was 12 when I like started, you know, like, this is what I'm gonna do for my living. Like, I was so bad. I had motor issues from when I was like young, and it wasn't anything like I actually had like a diagnosis in place, but like I was behind on my motor skills as a youth leading up to that point. Even though I'd been in sports like a little bit, all those types of things, but like it basically, let's see, where was I going with that? So I was in motor skills, and I was the worst, like literally the worst at drawing. Like, but I met somebody who inspired me, and so then it's heartbreaking sometimes. I think I'm gonna shrink this head up a little bit. I feel like it's just a little too big. And do a measure here. One. Like where his navel will be, there should be 3 heads height. So this is maybe just slightly still too big. So I'm just gonna go right there. 1. Xiphoid process-ish. And past that, yeah, that would be. I think that's a little bit better, don't you? That's the thing, though, right? Like, you just do something long enough, hard enough, and you improve. Increment by painful fucking increment, you just continue to try and improve. And then eventually hit a mark, and then you realize that there's more that you can do. Definitely way more you can do, right? And then what's the next goal? What's the next thing, right? What's the next place you want to be? Where do you want to be is really the question you got to ask yourself. And that's the thing. That's the most important thing. So I know this is composed of 2 bones that latch on this arm, so I'm just going to draw those sticks in. They latch at the elbow, on the sides there. And I'm going to kind of take this fist scribble. It's a little too tall. I'm going to bring it down like that. Hands, of course, like with every artist I've ever met, that's always been like a challenge. So I try to think of it in still basics of shape. So like this part right here, that's going to be kind of squarish, not perfect. There's pads right here. Bone-wise, this is going to be composed in here of a number of different bones that are just tiny little like pebbles, right? Oh, no, don't worry. Yeah, enjoy your lunch. Thanks for joining me at all. Like, I appreciate you so much, Christy. And then we've got, like, just, you know, like sticks, right? But each one is a 3-segmented stick and incrementally smaller. On this hand, funny story enough, I'm missing a part of my pinky. So this would be a disproportionate drawing. But you can see right here, we compare. Look, check this out. Guess who's missing a part of his pinky? My older brother. He's gone now, but like my older brother, when we were kids, he and I were playing a game in a house with really heavy oak doors everywhere. It wasn't like those lightweight interior doors. And we just watched Karate Kid or something, and he was playing a prank on me, and I like was in a closet, and he tried to close the door real fast on me, and I reached out, but I reached out towards the wrong side of the door, and I lost a piece of my pinky. So for the rest of my life, I've got this shorty right here on my left hand. And you can see right there. So that's kind of crazy too. Hey, let's get back on this dagger action. I want look at that. So anyway, we've got kind of like a square, and I know you guys probably can't see it as well as I do, but I can see like where I've got a thumb, and then we're gonna get this fist made of sticks for right now. That's going to give me just the general kind of placement. It's not going to be perfect on any level whatsoever. Oh.
Certified assholes ain't afraid to admit, but you already knew it if you listen to my last shit. Trips to FAMU cause niggas wouldn't miss the classic. Addicted to the good life and fast-paced bad chicks who used to flourish, now they blowing up my phone for them backstage passes. The clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the life.
I know. I'm thinking of different things I can do with this dagger.
The clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the clubs, the girls, the cars, the flights, the drinks, the fans, the crowds, the lights, the life.
You can draw with just your eraser too. Change the structure of just about anything. I'm hungry now too. You made me hungry, dog. Christy says, I'm digging it. Thank you so much. Oof. Yeah. All of a sudden I'm feeling it all at once. Of course I would. So I'm feeling that a little bit better. I think I might want to get a little more, like, I don't know. It looks good, but it looks a little still. I don't know. Maybe we need to get a little more freak out with the gesture somehow. I'm trying to try this with the arms. Let's got something else going here. I guess we imagine it's going to be kind of tucked right back here. I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, like reaching or like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like something to do with his other arm. They're just like sitting there like, hey, got a knife. I'm just messing with something for a second here. I just want to see if, like, get a little more demonic. Crazy with kind of match the same. Like, she's got a hat, so it kind of extends out there. That's a nice little idea right there as well. So let's leave those sticks there and see about that in a second. Maybe we can do like Diablo-esque, like skulls. Guys are already reaching. Our pumpkin guy is already reaching towards the viewer. Killed a warrior. Would also handily help out with the issue of the ribs, which is a lot of work. Got it. All right, so let's throw those trailers on this guy, but let's make him coming like back and out of the distance. This song actually is like pretty motivational for me. I know it's basic, but at the same time it does. Alright, so I like where that's going. I like the skull. I feel like the pose is a little static, but at the same time I have to remember that my client has to have something like it's not. This is not a comic book necessarily, and so for that reason, like there's only a limit. Like we've got this guy who's being highly dynamic. Maybe we let it be right there. That's definitely a good start. There's a certain level of doneness we do have to reach on the sketch just to give our client the right impression of what we're attempting to do so that they don't misunderstand. Like, there's a lot of extraneous line work in here that needs to go away as well, all that type of stuff. So we have to kind of clean up. We do have to kind of refine it to a certain point. It doesn't need to be a completely finished sketch, but it does have to have some finish to it in order to make sure that our client does understand what's going on as well. They can clearly envision it. That makes sense. So I'm gonna pitch kind of this idea to them, see what they say. Oh, so this song is by a guy called... Is It Too Quiet? Is that better? Yeah, so this is a local artist named Rajiv Wins. A long time ago he let me use this stuff. And then he disappeared. And if I ever find him, like I said, I want to slide him some money because I'm using his stuff like as copyright-free artwork. But like legitimately, I'm not making any money, so like I don't think it's like you were crouching. Gotcha. Carlos, what's going on, my guy? We still got to work that other thing out for you, my guy. You wanted me to... I don't know if you read the whole thing, but I'm like reworking a little bit here on the skeleton as well. So thanks for dropping in, Narlos. Appreciate you. Narlos Gaming, another guy I was running with for a little while. Trying to get rid of some of that supporting line work. Alright, so now this comes to another topic that I always like to do when I'm kind of like feeling a drawing, is I am going to now flip this pencil sketch so that I can make sure that I'm not really missing something. Like, your brain will do stupid shit to you and make you miss details that will jump out at you the moment you do this. So, like, I always want to go ahead and flip the image several times before I'm sure about it, happy about it. So, go ahead, edit, transform.
whether good or bad,
flip
they
horizontal.
gonna write books about us, bro.
See, like I can see some
That's
problems
real.
already. Like
Lie.
all of a sudden this got wonky. It got really fucking weird in a number of different ways.
Good friends, but honestly, when looking back, they probably weren't good friends. Cause if I had to leave them there, I don't wanna have them here. But now they about to start calling, cause this is mine and Brandon's year. They see that we're doing it, they see that we're doing good. They just wanna ruin it, take me back into the hood. They just wanna know what's in this Macy's bag under my foot. But they don't know I filled it with a bunch of dog turds. Throw it on the doorstep for you flaming fuck boys. You know Rajiv wins, such stature, such poise. I got it working late, rapping hooks all night. I see through
This
the
allows me to
mist
make
like
a few
Captain
corrections,
Hook's
even if I'm not
fog
quite
light.
getting it.
I took it to another
There.
level, y'all looking point upset me, I will destroy. I got bars that could smack
Might be
a
too
whole
far.
building like a 7-ounce Kush joint. You gon' read about me in them leather-bound books, boy. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read
Yeah, sorry guys.
Favorite page in history. Me and Rajiv, hope please. We don't
So
do
after the
this
flip,
shit
I can
in
see
vain.
like there's some
This
skewing
is
going on that I
everything
still need to
we
work on, and his head looks a little bit too tall still.
Everything is all in praise of
I feel like we
music.
might
Have
shorten this
niggas
up just a little bit and
Googling,
see.
looking up the latest facts about me. 100 tracks and counting, 100 racks and counting. I should probably learn accounting, but that's why you hire accountants to count it. Do haters like Dracula's people? Have them all down for the count, kid. They know it ain't no mountain that's high enough, fly enough to piss jet fuel. Learn beasts at F school. Doing me, now that's cool. I'm using
Looking a
all the
little bit more
talents God
well-rounded.
sent to me. Niggas know I keep it 100 like a centipede. They know that I'm the future, but I'm about to make history. So all of that nonsense that they saying don't mean it's to me. I'm making moves, could give a fuck what all the haters say, cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you
You
gon'
can see the eye levels are different now too, so I'm gonna kind of sharpen that up a little bit. Like flipping an image always brings out a better
I think my time has come, cause even when the
Better
rhyme is
look.
done, I'm eating decent while you eating. Rhyming's done. Oh, now I ain't knocking if you broke, but I can't help if you waiting for time that's opportune to go. You gotta take that moment now and make that moment bow. And when you step on stage, you gotta make them all go wow. Cause I get up on stage and I kill it with the fire. I'm so hot, girls all fill up with desire. They know I go hard, so they draw hearts around my name when they feel it in their diaries. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read
all
about
day
them.
shade.
Encyclopedias,
Rajiv
journals,
wins.
diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about
Sign
them.
off.
Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them. Encyclopedias, journals, diaries, and volumes. I can almost guarantee that you gon' read about them.
Alright, so we're gonna flip it back now, see if anything jumps out again. Oops, haha, wrong flip.
Hey, Cannon, you ever deal with some girls, man, they just got issues? I mean, issues? Some shit you ain't even trying to deal with? Man, I am all too familiar with that shit. I saw her when I had a show. I was on stage. She had a banging body and a blonde face. We locked eyes, but apparently she wasn't there motherfucking there for me. She wasn't there motherfucking there to see anybody. She just heard that the beer was free. Well, I rocked my set and everybody loved it. Found that chick and got her number. What's her name? Don't even matter. This shit happens all the time. I ain't trying to say I'm some pimp, but these hoes really done lost their mind. You know my style, bachelor shit. Text for a week, get her back to the crib. Playing with them double D twins. That's where the trouble begins. Pour a little wine, have a glass, and lots of sex. That's wild, amazing. To me, it was a one-night stand, but talked to her and now we're dating. First you casually lay me, now we're dating. Wow, you're crazy. I was interested in you for about an hour, maybe.
Move on. Let me see the first, see if it goes away.
And
Also, when it keeps happening when I type, so if I don't make sense, I'm sorry. Hey, no worries. I get that too. Yeah, I don't know if you must be on your computer. Don't worry about it. Thanks for dropping in at all. Like, honestly. Alright, so hopefully this is going to be a little bit more something he wants. Get this line out of here.
She was cool, down to earth and had decent boobs. 2 or 3 weeks familiar relations till I came to the realization we had both agreed to be friends, but actually she was pretending. Wonder why we're not out on dates, and mad cause overnight I won't stay. Sorry to offend you, but me staying the night's not in my agenda. Don't play like you feel that pain. You don't even know my real last name. I'm not your shoulder, not your man. Better dig in your purse for a tissue. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't give a damn about your personal issues. Tell me this, ain't your friends you've known for years more well equipped to deal with this? Cause I don't care. You still don't listen, I don't care. Had a bad day? I don't care. Oh, can't sleep? I don't care. I had a bad week, so you can take that corny bullshit out of here. Treat him like an asshole, panties drop though. Oh, and also, please tell me why you think just because we have sex I am your man. I'm not though. Wanna tell your friends that we fucked the first night and now you're sprung? Yeah, I thought so. Maybe one day I'll be ready for a girlfriend, but as of right now I'm not though. So don't fall in love. 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 Please don't fall in love.
Hey! Sorry. Okay, it's better here, but no sound. Sec. Oh well, back to PC. Damn it! Damn it! Sorry, I also wasn't talking, so that's another thing. And sometimes when you click into the stream too, it will actually turn sound off as well. So definitely not your fault. Like you can always like click that microphone button, of course, as well. Give me a sec here. I'm adjusting a few things on my stream anyway. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, we're kind of getting into the structure of the horn here. I'm trying to work that out. Of course, I've seen some really cool designs for horns, and it makes me want to emulate that a little bit. So we're going to try and get a feel for it without directly referencing or stealing from that, just like having the impression that we were given.
And I'm just a guy, so I'm thinking it's so tight. I wanna get inside, cause I'm thinking she's so tight. But it's not, and it's getting old fast, so I kick them to the curb, and I'm getting more cash, cause these chickens and these birds ain't paying me for features, but these other rappers are, so I know I got the star power and potential. I showered in credentials, I did it for an hour till the water went cold. Everything I say is true, see I forget why I lie. Rookie, but I'm so deep, child on a high dive. Look at you with cold feet, I do a rap triple gainer backflip, straight tens, no splash shit. I tell her bring a Sunny D and don't splash it. I tell her she my honey bee and she a bad bitch. The same thing I said to all my last chicks. Shout out to all the give it up fast chicks. The first date giving up the ass chicks who still can't figure out why they in my past chicks. Cause I done had chicks from doctors to lawyers and argue with them all cause I'm focused on my music. Next one that tell me that it's hopeless I'ma lose it. I'm tired of my dreams being broken and abused. So I'ma do it till I'm golden like Confucius.
I didn't hear the background music though, and it was on and it played when minimized, but I don't know, it's all good. This way I'll just type without looking. You'll be able to do that anyway, right? You can do whatever you want, babe. Answering your DM real quick. Ah, I gotcha.
Bomb titties and tattoos, blind betties with black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on they ass are the only kind of girls that make me fall serious fast, dude. Cause I know I shouldn't date them, but I will anyway. You would think my conscience learns from every single time my heart gets burned, but nah.
Whatever.
Whatever. Man, I hate her fucking cigarette breath, but I was so turned on from the shadow cast by her silhouette breasts that I don't never bitch or complain. I just take another shot and I kiss her the same, like whatever. We've been dating 8 weeks, this is fucking nonsense. I know she ain't the one, but I don't listen to my conscience. I'm dating all the girls with tattoos and weed, that black dude regimes, that bad dude she needs. She like to party every night and it don't bother me the slightest, cause I know a little part of me is like she probably cheating anyway. That bitch is a slut, that's why I'm cheating anyway. Ridiculous, huh? It's a dysfunctional relationship, but neither one will save it. The both of us in love, but neither one will say it. We argue every night and now she acting kinda crazy, but this ain't the first time I ever had this kind of lady.
It's ribbed.
Nah.
For her pleasure.
Titties and tattoos, blind betties and black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on their ass are the only kind of girls that make me fall serious fast, dude. Cause I know I shouldn't date her, but I will anyway. You would think my conscience learns from every single time my heart gets burned from always chasing all the girls with tattoos that smoke. Yeah. Bomb titties and tattoos, blind betties and black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on their ass are the only kind of girls
Well,
that make me fall serious fast.
great minds think alike. I just have to say that, Chrissy.
Jeez, skinny little bitch, big titties in the sleeve. And you know she got her thighs tatted too. She said a swastika, I ain't surprised that it's true. Cause lil' mama got a fucking wild attitude. She let her role play as a child at a school with the plaid skirt bangs and the innocent grin. And she loved being spanked by Principal Wins. Everybody in the city area know we party like some idiots. I gotta carry her home. She just turned 25, drink like 21, act like 18. I'm thinking my love is done. I'm thinking about what is fun. A nice housewife or a bad bitch that can never be the spouse type. I know I want the former, but I'm falling for the
these are
latter,
taking
cause the other one is
a little
boring,
bit of
so my
time. That's
conscience
okay.
doesn't matter.
That's pretty baller. Well
Bomb
done.
titties and tattoos, blind betties and black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on their ass are the only kind of girls that make me fall serious fast, dude. Cause I know I shouldn't date her, but I will anyway. You would think my conscience learns from every single time my heart gets burned from always chasing all the girls with tattoos that smoke. Yeah. Bomb titties and tattoos, blind betties and black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on their ass are the only kind of girls that make me fall serious fast. Man, I hate her fucking cigarette breath, but I was so turned on from the shadow cast by her silhouette breasts that I don't never bitch or complain. I just take another shot and I kiss her the same, like whatever. I know she ain't the one, but I love her anyway. I know she wrong for me, but I love her anyway. I know she ain't the one, but I love her anyway. I know she wrong for me, but I love her anyway. Bomb titties and tattoos, blind betties and black dudes, single moms in grad school who want my palm print on their ass are the only kind of girls that make me fall serious fast, dude. Cause I know I shouldn't date her, but I will
Alright,
anyway.
we gotta get this guy
My conscience learns from every single
same
time
type of thing. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, because I think of these organic kind of like ribbed Heelys over here. What time are we at? 20. Unfortunately, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to have to wrap it up. It is definitely a pleasure doing this type of stuff, but I do also have to get ready for work. That's okay, though. Big changes on the way,
Shout out
hopefully.
to the whole Brick
That
Squad.
front, we'll see how it goes. A little
My
more
man Reef,
trial and
what's
error on
good?
that. Boo! Everybody say boo! Boo! It's just you and me.
I refuse to rock that bullshit that you wearing.
And
I'ma
one
choose
mystery
the
viewer
guy.
on
And
Twitch.
I don't wear fancy shoes a lot, but I know
Actually, I think I know what it is.
even
Cody
though
Bice has me
you
auto,
said fusion,
like,
ha,
shared
feeling like a spider as I'm
through
climbing to the top.
through Twitch
And
because
these
when I
hoes
used to
know
game with
that
him,
I'm a brown
that for me.
reclusive guy. That's why they all
Pretty nice of
fuck
him.
with me.
So
'Cause I
every
ain't
time I
saying
stream
shit
on
if you
Twitch, he
did, so she ain't even
casts.
have to choose to hide the truth. Surprise, nigga, I'm a ruthless guy. Told the ground control, fuck it, I'ma cruise the sky. And I done had it with you, low ambition ass dudes stuck on the ground floor playing.
Wait, what freaks you
ladders
out?
and shoots. I'm in a new Dodgers
horns?
hat and it's blue. It's obvious my flow's stupid, like I sent that shit to Saturday school. I know you see my coattail, wanna grab it and pull.
Everybody gets a little horny.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. What?
Rajiv wins. 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 Rajiv
It's a shame how I took your bitch and that be your main. She's geeking to give me brain. I call my boys for a train. Not talking about Mr. Rogers, I'm talking about sluts and boppers with ass and humongous knockers. Oh no, don't save and stop her, she's sick. Prescribe a doctor, don't act like it was a shocker. She swallowed and deep-throated, choke it the way she wrote it. You would've thought that she broke it. Stroke it, hold it, then mold it. Roll a blunt with my stogie. She be smoking for free, so she fucking for what she owe me. Tater down, yeah, you know me. Official Landover homie. Haters, they try to slow me. I'm dropping buckets like Kobe. Winds like Rajiv, blowing tropical leaves. Minus the paper planes, I drop it and switch to sweets. I said winds like Rajiv, blowing tropical leaves. Minus the paper planes, I drop it and switch to sweets. Bitch.
Alright, so we're getting a general impression of what the ribs are going to be like. I'm obviously not going to be able to finish both of those horns in pencil all the way through. But at least we're getting the idea right there, and then we're also going to do the same thing along this side as well. Of course, with some thought as to how that's going to render
Everybody here is entitled to
on down the
my
line.
opinion. I bet to try and pull a
That's
bitch
good.
you wear designer denim. I'm in the same clothes that I wore last night while I got your main hoe on my sword. That's life. Yo, I've been warned you that I could pull a bad bitch to make your starting five look like bench warmers. Me and Tay killing it. Chicks wanna conversate cause they know I'm chilling with the Brick Squad Monopoly. Bitch. Look, ever since I was a kid, I've been dreaming about this bachelor lifestyle. Live by myself, do what I want around here. I'm living good, man. I'm enjoying this shit. Look. Welcome to my lifestyle. Thick chicks, lights out, thin chicks, lights on. Yeah, I'm such an asshole. Whatever you call it, I'm just reaching my prime. He would do the same thing if Justin Bieber could rhyme. So, why you looking at me wrong? Your girl looking at me right while I rap these songs. And she thinking that tonight she gon' drop that thong. She
Good.
half black, half Jap, hell yeah she can. I never discriminate. Women different titty shapes as long as there's something there. Never used to care till I messed with the chick last year. 22 with the chest of a preteen. Whoa. Lights off, started making out. I thought I was kissing on her breast, it was just a mole. No, that'll never cut it. You can call me shallow, fuck it, I'm a puddle. But everybody loving all the music shit. Fly whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is. Everybody loving all the music shit. Fly whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is. Everybody loving all the music shit. Fly whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is.
So I'm just laying some loose groundwork here.
Whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is.
for later.
Been thinking about this stuff since I was in school. The first time I saw Bad Boys, like,
So I get really grumpy when I have to do stuff like this, but then like if I do something that's fun or exciting, like these, like working on these horns, for instance, that type of thing, it actually makes me kind of happy. Like, so at the end of the day, a sense of gratitude for opportunities to make things better is requisite, I think. You know what I mean?
Like it's a dream when I'm grabbing that ass. All the girls turned on by my success. I just wanna catch them all. Draws be dropping. You just gonna lose, bruh. Your team rocket. Listen to my music if you wanna win. Press play, rinse, repeat, do it again. Everybody loving all the music, shit, fly whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is. Everybody loving all the music, shit, fly whips, cartoons, and shoes and chicks. They just wanna know who that is. Ladies wanna know who that is. Everybody loving all the music, shit, fly whips, cartoons, and
I love this pencil brush. It is, to me, like the perfect tool for doing light line work and getting things laid out. Should I do it like that, or should I go? I'm trying to figure out the way I'm gonna lay out these next like ribbing. Sure yet. I'm just kind of randomly going through now and reworking some stuff. I don't know, I think that's gonna look pretty baller when it's all done. I feel like I see a problem.
Rajiv, let me tell you about this bachelor shit. Look, her button up and panties on, I touch her where the fabric stops. She says she want a real nigga to unwrap the box. Shit, well alright, look. I stepped inside the venue drunk, fresh new lineup and new dunks. Her chest and thighs are showing as her dresses started riding up. She told me she impressed cause I ain't tried to rush. I exercise in silence, but the sex inside her eyes is just...
I don't know, it's coming along. I think it's good. I gotta get some lunch, guys. I'm gonna tap out for right now. I know I have 2 more minutes, but you know what? It's alright. First stream back for a little while. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna be back on probably either tonight or tomorrow. I'm also doing a little Mother's Day project, but I'm not putting that on stream because, well, my mom might be watching sometime, you know what I mean? Much love to you, Christy. You kept me company and you've been a doll. We'll talk to you everybody later. Have a good one.
And their time shoes. Adjust my watch while flying overseas. My time cruise. I make you duck and bang your head like y'all goose. Impressive. This chick is fucking sexy. We drunk in my living room and she just wearing my necklace with a button.